What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm crying. Oh Lord, I did tell people I was gonna be nervous, right? I definitely said that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Anyway, just gonna kind of like let this warm up real quick. Shout out to people who actually dropped stuff in the chat before the live started. So shout out to Carefree Black Girl. Y'all can go and subscribe to them. Shout out to Sherm, appreciate it. We definitely can collaborate one time. I'm like new to the YouTube streaming space or whatever, so appreciate all the support. Yo, I just had a guest actually, not trying to put him out there, but shout out to Jiggy Jones. But he was like moving the whole time, and as soon as I started, I realized I was like rotating the chair. Let's just chill for a second. Nervous. Anyway, Leslie the Trees, y'all actually go and follow Leslie on YouTube, obviously. Carefree Black Girl, podcast host, but also just like incredible human being. Let's just start there. Like, we are all amazing human beings, so let's start there. But at the same time, she is a veteran turned entrepreneur. I was like searching for the motto just now. But yeah, shout out to you, Leslie. In any event, I asked people to come in here and like the actual. Oh, bonjour. Hey, Aaliyah. I asked people to come in here and like the video itself. I was like up to like 3 o'clock in the morning last night, just like, I don't know, freaking out about this maybe. But in any event, I started watching videos as to how to like make your YouTube video live stream like be successful. So shout out to the 22 people that gave me a thumbs up. For those of you who do not know me, yes, I am the ICN DJ. ICN.DJ is my baby. But I appreciate you subscribing. I really appreciate that. But yeah, ICN DJ is my baby. It's a business that I created, a podcast association that I created some 8 years ago now, 2015, 2016, really. But yeah, just like incredibly excited to really be here. This has been a very long journey of just like building the overall like channel, building the overall brand, having like some like space in this podcast universe that we all live in. So first off, again, like thank you all for being here, but this is absolutely crazy. Rick Grimes, appreciate you being here. What's your biggest dream in life? Well, Rick, to be honest, I'm living one of my biggest dreams in life right now, actually. Years ago when I started this company, I wanted to, do what I'm doing right now. Like I live off of podcasting. I have worked in this space for over 12 years, but these last 5 have been incredible. I mean, the whole journey has been really incredible, but these last 5 have been like really life-changing for me. And I'm living my biggest dream. Now, ironically, I'm glad that you asked that because I just wrote down a bunch of dreams, new dreams that I have. I'm not sure if I'm ready like to share some of them, but yeah, like I have some new dreams as well too, and it feels good to like be in that space. So anyway, not to get distracted because y'all will learn I will get very, very distracted. So we're about like 3 minutes in now. So I have a rule. I teach podcasting like tips and tricks to all the people who are part of my membership who join the ICN DJ. That's the whole reason why we're here. So I tell people that within 3 minutes you want to tell people where they can find you because building out like your social or your digital ecosystem is like very, very important, especially as being online. So yeah, my name is Wize Grazette, Wize. Last name Grazette, Grazette. Very popular in Barbados, but we can talk about that because that's a part of my journey as well too. And lost my train of thought. That'll happen often as well. But in any event, yes, Aaliyah, thank you. Am I calm? I don't know. I feel a little like nervous. I am very nervous, to be honest. I don't just feel nervous. I am very, very nervous. But so in any event, let me get this out. So follow us on socials, right? So at ICN DJ on Instagram, at ICN_DJ on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm not sure who is giving me like likes or hearts, but thank you so much. I appreciate you, Rick. This is not my first time streaming. I used to stream on this platform during the pandemic for like a year, and it was really fun. But like it was also very very strict, and yeah, I had things to do. Like I said, like you will come to find out here, podcasting is like my life. So with that being said, I didn't really want to get distracted on streaming, but now I'm like kind of combining the two. So yeah. So I told you all where you can find ICN DJ. We also have a website. It's ICN.DJ. That's it. 5 letters. You can't mess it up. You can visit that to learn more about podcasts because that's what we do. One of the main reasons why we were able to build out this YouTube page as of recently is because in February, YouTube allowed people to upload RSS feeds to the YouTube platform. So now like podcasts have like a space in YouTube. So what that gave a audio first platform like mine was the ability to authentically, come over into YouTube, but then also, understand that like YouTube has existed for years and they have their own format for how people like to, receive content, So this is just me now trying to like tie all the loose ends together. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for coming and joining. I see people popping in and out. I appreciate that. I spoke to a lot of people over on Instagram, asked them to join or whatever. So appreciate that. I'm smashing the subscribe button. Love the vibe, sir. Keep up the the good work. You're doing great. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate your support, man. I look forward to seeing you in the next stream. So yeah. So a little bit about me. I've been involved in podcasting, like I said, for 12 years. Once I graduated like college, like I moved back to New York after being all over the place really for some time, and I had the ability to, well, I wanted the ability to like find a way to connect with people authentically, and so I started to write like for a website that I built myself because website development is what I went to school for, and the website was called Words of Wisdom, where I would like write like poetry and kind of like just touch on things that were like relevant to me at the time, and that like kind of first gave me my like my first quote unquote stab into like the entertainment media industry. I was on Twitter and Tumblr at the time, just kind of like finding community, and fast forward maybe like a year or so later, someone reached out to me from Hunter College and was like, yo, I read your website. I see your stuff on socials. Like, I really like it. Can I interview you? So I was like, sure. I had never really like been on the radio. No, not even really. I had never, ever, ever been on the radio before. So it was just like, sure, why not? I appreciated just like the notoriety, someone just knowing and acknowledging that they actually were like reading my work. And once I went to the radio station, and it was a legit radio station at Hunter College. Shout out to their radio program. I really wish like every university had something like that where you could just like really try it, because that's like this moment when I walked into that studio and I put those headphones on and I sat in front of the mic and I heard myself back at myself. I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool, So that was like a groundbreaking experience to me. Once that actually happened, I ended up becoming a co-host for her, like a few months later, and I co-hosted that show for say 6-7 months or whatever. Met some incredible people. Had an opportunity to really like, nurture this little bug I had to be in front of the mic and to be, again, like authentically connecting with people. So my friend, shout out to Jolo, she was graduating, so I had to, like the little bug I had now was actually about to like expire, kind of. So I said, well, you know what? I need to figure out a way to take this like responsibility on myself, and I came up with a show called the Encore Radio Show, which uh, is what most people would like identify my journey with. I met so many people, like so many people from the Encore Radio Show. So that show started in, I want to say, March 2013. And from March 2013 until either May or June 2015, I was on the radio, pirate radio in New York, every single Monday from either 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 p.m. I interviewed so many people. Like, so many people came through those doors. And honestly, like, that doing that show gave me the discipline to do everything else I've been doing since then. Um, because I was the financier, I paid for my studio time. I was the producer. I was also the host. I was the researcher. You know, like I made the engine go because I was the engine. And to this day, for many shows, I am like still the engine. So I just had that time period to really like build my chops, learn how to edit, like for real, like learn like meet other editors, meet other people who are in the creative industry again, like authentically. So yeah, just a cool vibe, you know. That's like a lot of like my backstory, you know. Eventually, I said 2015, the show stopped going live, and I shifted primarily into podcasting. Now the radio show always had a podcast version. I'm actually gonna bring like an idea from that to this YouTube channel as well too. But the show basically went live from 6 to 8, and then what I would do is take the MP3 file and upload it to SoundCloud, and I would have Wake Up with Encore Tuesdays, which was the podcast version of this show. Now, podcasting wasn't big at the time or whatever. Again, this was just a way for people who were not able to be available to listen from 6 to 8. You know, they could tap in. Um, so what I did as I was doing that, I started to learn more about podcasting, and I was, you know, researching this space and recognized that like a lot of the things that I was doing, there was a lot of parallels with this. So I wanted to build a podcast network that would support an artist going from on tour from like a Dallas to, you know, a Miami, Atlanta, you know, come up the East Coast, DC, you know, Baltimore, Newark, and New York, you know, go all the way up to Boston type stuff. Like I really wanted to have a podcast network that could support like a media an artist going on tour and being able to stop in city to city and, you know, connect authentically with a podcast. And that's why I created ICN DJ, or the Indie Creative Network. That's what the ICN DJ stands for. So, full story, right? So that's 2015, 2016. And here we are now. We have a podcast library of 43 shows. Many of our shows have started and completed. So we have a library of shows that you can, you know, binge straight through. We also have shows that are still actively going, like Carefree Black Girl podcast. We have the Sobering podcast. We have Totally Women podcast, just to name a few, of course, and Behind the Mic, which is the podcast that I host. You'll see that on the YouTube channel a lot. Behind the Mic is a new podcast I started. It's a 15-minute show essentially where I connect my audience with Revolt Podcast Network podcasters, because aside from running ICN DJ and all the things that I do that we can get into in later videos, I also work for Revolt Podcast Network as their community manager. So shout out to Devin Wingfield. I'm gonna shout out my guy right now. Devin Wingfield, you're a star, bro. In any event, I ended up working at Revolt Podcast Network, and now I have this podcast, Behind the Mic, powered by Revolt Podcast Network, where I'm interviewing and authentically, again, connecting with each individual host at Revolt Podcast Network. So I am so excited to take you all on this journey with me. Uh, you will see like the channel. First of all, I want to shout out to all the subscribers right now. Like we had this channel for a while and we were building a lot of followers, and now we are at like 690 something followers. It's crazy. I really, really appreciate the support. It has been lovely, and like, yo, I just wanted to come on here and just like talk to you all. Again, thank you so much, Aaliyah. I appreciate you. Um, I just want to come on here and talk to you all because, like, you all are my community, and I appreciate you. James, yo, I see you. I appreciate you. That's my best friend in there, y'all. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna stay on here for too long or whatever. I hope this video right here is like the start of many videos. I have like a few ideas that I'm gonna go through real quick. I'm gonna be on live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Between like, what time did I put on here? Maybe I didn't put the time. But yeah, I'm gonna be on live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Times to be determined. But yeah, like I'm going to really tell you all more about some of the podcasts that we have on Revolt Podcast Network. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a rundown of like topics that we discussed and episodes that happened over the week. So we're gonna dive into a whole lot. So yeah, just like stay tapped in, subscribe. What do they say on YouTube? Hit the subscribe button right there. Hit that bell, get the notification, all the things. If you want on your phone or if you are watching on TV, shout out to you, Kwana. I see you over there as well too. I appreciate y'all. So that's it. I ain't gonna keep y'all and give y'all time back. God bless y'all, and yeah, have a good day.